Since 1968, Mattel has created one of the most popular toy car in the world. With over 60 years worth of the world's coolest car company, and over 60 years worth of play set a toy line. From the popular and successful color shifters, and iconic and beloved Mainline. From the infamous Hot Wheel Premium and RLC. And the obscure and forgotten XV Racers Attack Pack and Atomics. Welcome to Hot Wheel Casting History by Ray Fool. Well, hello there. Welcome back to a horrifyingly horrific unplanted video. I'm your host Ray Fool, and today is Halloween, a holiday that I completely forgot about, and now I'm dropping every single project that I'm working on to make this video. To celebrate Halloween, I decided to make a first, hopefully not last, holiday special for my series, The Casting History. To celebrate this spooky season, I decided to make a casting history on Rigor motor, the car that I regret picking, because of how many releases of this car. I should have picked Hotwheels instead, but anyway, let's not waste more time, and let's talk about the car. Rigor motor, designed by Bruce Alden Bauer, the same designer that designed such a iconic casting like the Split'N Image 2, Way Too Fast, Power Pipes, and how can we forget about the most iconic one of them all, the Lexus SC300, you know, the car that uses of same 2JZ engine as the Toyota Supra. What the hell am I talking about again? Oh, right, Rigor motor, designed by Bruce Alden Bauer, is a coffin hot rod inspired by the show car, Dracula, from the classic TV sitcom, The Munsters. Anyway, let's talk about the appearance of the car. The name, Rigor motor, is a play on rigor mortis, the stiffening of a dead body, and motor, but anyway, this casting is based off the already mentioned Dracula with couple of changes that improve the appearance of the car. If you ask me, I think the Rigor motor look better than Dracula, but those are just my opinion. What do you think? Tell me in the comment. Anyway, according to Hot Wheel Computer Cars game, in Universe, this is how the door of the car opened. Also in the game you can also see the interior of the car. And for those of you that wondering, this is how the real one opened. And yes, you are sitting on top of the rear axle. Gotta say, that gotta be the most metal thing I ever seen. Only bottom got to drive this cars. Anyway, let's get out of the car, and take a look at the exterior of the car. On the back, you can see a bumper that's shaped like a bone, along with 4 dot on top of it. That 4 dot is supposed to be a taillight. According to Hot Wheel Velocity X, this is what it looked like. Also, just to let you know, I sometime call it car, and sometime call it casting. I just use both, but anyway. On the site you can see the usual coffin detail like the handle. On the top of the car is using a window canopy. The window canopy in the new one is a little smaller, but I will talk about that later. Now let's move to the front. You can see this V8 engine over here, or I hope it's a V8. Correct me if I'm wrong. On a front, you can see this radiator, or is it grill? Anyway, you can also see 2 skull. In most media, this 2 skull in the front is depicted as a headlight for this car. By the way, this radiator or grill is a removable piece. But anyway, on the front of it, you can see a fuel tank. Fun fact, the real car fuel tank is also placed in the same area. The real one fuel tank is placed horizontal and smaller. Meanwhile, the Rigor motor fuel tank is a little bigger and placed vertical. And of course, how can we forget the bat ornament in the front? Some people called it bird, but it's obviously supposed to be a bat. Because in most Hot Wheel media, this car is driven by a vampire. Heck, the real cars is named Dracula. I don't know why I call it the real car, even though the Rigor motor is supposed to be inspired by that show car, instead of being based off that car like the Way Too Fast, which is also designed by the same dude, and I still have no idea what is the origin of the real Way Too Fast because of how many information I can found on a web. And if I say many, I mean not many at all, but that is a story for another day. Now let's talk about how the car was put together. So in total there is 5 pieces for this car, not counting the wheel, and just the original one, not the 2017 retool, more on that later. But anyway, this is a body piece, part of the coffin and the support for the front wheel, the window canopy, the base that have the bone bumper and side exhaust, the interior piece that is also a part of the engine, the fuel tank and the bad ornament, and how can we forgot, the removable skull headlight and the radiator or grille. That's it for all of the feature for this casting. Now let's talk about all of the release of this casting. This is where I will play Rob Zombie Dracula, if I can play it without getting copyrighted to hell. The first release of this casting is in 1994 New Model Series, Men, 1994, my dad was like teenager at the time. Anyway, this release has a red metal body, or burgundy according to the wiki, unpainted metal base, clear window, chrome interior with white skeleton grille piece, and chrome BW wheel. Now the tempo. On the back of the coffin, you can see a white Hot Wheel logo, and that's it for the tempo. One notable facts about this release are, this release is in Hot Wheel Turbo Racing, and now for my final thought. I'm not a big fan of the BW wheel, I just think it looked kind of ugly in my opinion. What do you guys think of this wheel? But other than that, it's a pretty simple release. It gives a good first impression, but in my opinion, the later releases of this car is so much better than this one, but it's still a pretty good release. Last time, I give too many cars AS, so I'm going to put this one in B tier. This is a 1995 Dark Rider Rigor motor. This car is number 4 out of 4 in the series. This release is using a metal flake black body with unpainted metal base, clear window, chrome interior piece with white skeleton grille, and chrome PC6 wheel. One notable thing about this release are, there is 3-wheel variation for this release. The already mentioned PC6 wheel, 5 SP, and 7 SP wheel. But anyway, now for my final thought. Rigor motor in black is like a black suit, classy, and just plain cool. Obviously the PC6 one, go on S tier, the one with 5 SP and 7 SP wheel, go on A tier.
Oh, nice computer you got here. Can I have it?
This is a 1996 computer cars Rigor motor. Fun fact, the car that appear in the game look nothing like the one came packaged with the game, but that's a story for another day. But anyway, this release is using a metal flake purple body with unpainted metal base, clear window, chrome green interior piece with white skeleton grille, and 5 SP wheel. Now the tempo. Keep it simple, white Hot Wheel logo on the back. And now for my final thought. If they use a gold interior piece, like the one seen in the game, this will easily be AS tier. But anyway, pretty unusual color scheme. The color scheme remind me of Joker of all things. It's a pretty cool release. I have nothing else to say, except for A tier. This is a 1996 Target Designer Collection Rigor motor. Try to take a shot every time I say the name of this casting in one of these video. This Target exclusive 8-pack is consist of all the casting that was designed by Larry Wood and Bruce Bauer. One cool little detail about all of the cars that included in this pack are, all of them have the little summary of the car. Rigor motor, the main subject read, a cool ghoul mobile, features 8 oversized exhaust pipes. But anyway, let's talk about this release. This release is using a metal flake gold body with black metal base, dark tinted window, chrome interior piece with white skeleton grille, and gold 5 SP wheel. Now the tempo. Keep it simple again, this time, make it a black Hot Wheel logo. And now for my final thought. I'm a sucker for a gold color car, and just gold color toy in general. I love the color scheme, very classy, nothing else to say except for S tier. This is a 1997 HW Crazy Classic 5-pack Rigor motor. This is my first, and sadly, while making and writing this script, the only 5-pack in my collection. I remember getting this 5-pack in my early days of Hot Wheel collecting. It's also one of my first vintage Hot Wheel in my collection. I remember getting an insanely good price for that 5-pack, which is 10 years older than me, and the best part is, I still own all of them to these days.
See? One big happy family.
Anyway, this release is using a black metal body with red metal base, clear window, gold interior piece with red skeleton grille, and chrome PR5 wheel. Now the tempo. On the right, you can see 2 skeleton hand in white, and a little Hot Wheel logo also in white. And now for my final thought. I absolutely love the color scheme of this release, especially the gold, just cherry on top. Yes, I know, it's another black Rigor motor, but how can I blame you? This casting just looks so good in black, but that doesn't mean that any other releases after this is bad. Nothing else to say, except for S tier. This is a 1997 Mainline Rigor motor. This release is using a metal flake black body with unpainted metal base, red tinted window, chrome rad interior piece with white skeleton grille, and chrome LW wheel. Now the tempo. On the back, you can see a Hot Wheel logo in red. And now for my final thought. I forgot to make a script for this release, but anyway, this is just a previous release but cover with blood, which is now that I mentioned it, I cannot unsee that. I wish they kept the red base. Crazy to think that back in the day, there's a lot of Hot Wheel car with unpainted metal base, which is crazy to think of now. Anyway, I'll give this release a solid B for better than not get included. This is a 1998 Mainline Rigor motor. Is it me, or I'm seeing a pattern here? But anyway, finding a picture for some of the super obscure releases is kind of difficult. I can only found a picture for the side of the car, cannot found any for the back, but that doesn't matter because there's nothing there to begin with. Anyway, this release is using a metal flake purple body with unpainted metal base, yellow tinted window, gold interior piece with white skeleton grille, and gold 5 SP wheel. Now the tempo. On both sides, you can see a gold Hot Wheel logo along with gold text read, Rigor Motor Racing. And now for my final thought. Hey, the 3rd Street Saints just called. They say they want their car back. Joking aside, I wish the exhaust, also known as the base, was gold just like the interior piece. That could easily make it a S tier due to the color scheme being very similar to the 3rd Street Saints car. But overall this is a pretty solid release. A tier. This is a 1998 Hot Wheel 30th Anniversary Rigor motor. To celebrate 30 years of Hot Wheel, Mattel released 30 model, representing each year. For example, for 1969 it's the Diora, and for 1994 it's the Rigor motor. You could either get it in the single that came in this box, or get it in the 30-pack. Fun facts, to prevent people from reselling this as original, casting from this series has a 30th anniversary tempo, and some super old casting, like the already mentioned Diora, have a Hot Wheel vintage logo on the base. Anyway, this is just a re-release of 1994 new model, with one simple change, and that is the tempo. The 1994 version has a white Hot Wheel logo at the back, meanwhile the 30th anniversary has a gold 30th anniversary logo at the front of the canopy. Anything else is the same. And now for my final thought. It's a pretty neat release. I'm just going to rank it at the same place as the original one. B tier. This is a 1999 Treasure Hunt Rigor motor. This release is number 4 out of 12. And if you don't know, vintage treasure hunt work a little different to a modern treasure hunt. I recommend you reading this article from the HW Wiki fandom, but to give a little summary. Instead of the regular and super, back then, all treasure hunt is treasure hunt. Sometimes they come with the basic classic wheel that we know and love. Sometimes they come with the co-molded wheel, which is the best type of wheel. I believe in co-molded supremacy, and usually they come with a real rider wheel. You know, the rubber wheels. But anyway, enough with that, let's talk about this release. This release is using a neon yellow metal body, with black metal base, yellow window tint, chrome interior piece with white skeleton grille, and gold chrome 5 SP wheel. Now the tempo. On the top, you can see a silver red and black flame with the letter TH on the middle. On the back, you can also see a black Hot Wheel logo. And now for my final thought. Pretty unusual color, but I love it. A tier. There's too many release in a tier. When do we going to get a mediocre release to put on B and C tier? Yet another release I forgot to make a script for, and I glad I didn't left this one out, because this is a pretty solid release. But anyway, this is the 1999 Mainline Rigor motor. This release is using an enamel red metal body with unpainted metal base, dark tinted window, chrome interior piece with black skeleton grille, and chrome 5 SP wheel. Now the tempo. On the top you can see a white rose tempo with a black and yellow text read, thorny graves. On the side you can see the same text with more rows tempo, and now for my final thought. This is just a first release but better. I never liked the wheel that they used in the original release, so this is an improvement in my opinion. A tier. We have entered to the new age. Welcome to 2000. Anyway, this is a 2000 Tony Hawk Skate Rigor motor. This car is number 1 out of 4 in a series, is using a metal flake blue body with unpainted metal base, dark blue tinted window, chrome light blue interior piece with white skeleton grille, and chrome 5 SP wheel. There is also 2 variation of this release, the one with a metal flake metal base, and the other one with unpainted metal base. Now the tempo. You can see a blue, purple and white oval pattern on the top, and blue birdhouse logo on the side, and on the right side you can see a little Hot Wheel logo in white. And now for my final thought. This has got to be the most early 2000 Hot Wheel car that I ever seen in my life. Weird that they choose Rigor motor of all things. A silhouette too, or Power Rocket would make more sense, but hey, at least it looked cool as hell. A solid S tier for both version. This is a 2001 Skull and Crossbone Rigor motor. This car is number 1 out of 4 in the series. A fan of Hot Wheel Velocity X, or just Hot Wheel game in general, may recognize this release from that game. But anyway, this release is using a orange metal body with black metal base, red tinted window, chrome gold interior piece with black skeleton grille, and chrome gold 5 SP wheel. Now the tempo. The roof, for the lack of a better term, was painted black with 3 crossbone, and a Hot Wheel logo inside a orange oval. On the side of a coffin, you can see 8 crossbone, and right underneath it, you can see 4 skeleton. 2 have this gold line going around it, and the other 2 look like Grim Reaper, or I hope it's a Grim Reaper. I can't tell from this blurry image. Before I talk about my thought, here's an interesting fact about this release. On Hot Wheels Velocity X, on the back you can see 2 skeleton with red glowing eye. Obviously this is supposed to be a tail light for this car, and obviously this is not present in a diecast version of this car. And for my final thought. Screw it, let's just put it on S tier. I don't care what you says, but that doesn't matter because, it's not like you complain about me putting too much stuff on S anyway. Anyway, I love the color scheme of this release, and it just looked cool as hell. Gold back and orange with a little bit of red, works surprisingly well together. Nothing else to say except for S tier. This is a 2002 Rave series Rigor motor. This release is number 3 out of 4 in the series, is using a metallic silver metal body with satin black metal base, orange tinted window, chrome interior piece with black skeleton grille, and chrome 5 SP wheel. Now the tempo. The top of the coffin is painted black, with orange and black Hot Wheel logo with the text read, Rave. On the site you can see 9 skeleton, underneath it, you can see 9 black and orange squirrely, or I hope that's what those shape are called. And now for my final thought. Honey, are you sure this is not a Dune Rats vehicle? Because now that I see it, I cannot unsee it. This literally looked like a Dune Rats vehicle. Same color scheme and all. The only thing that this thing missing are the Dune Rats logo. Just replace the logo on top with the team logo, and there you go, you got yourself a Dune Rats Rigor motor. A solid A for this one. Finally, after 8 years, here's the first many Halloween releases for this casting. This is a 2002 Halloween Highway Rigor motor. If you don't know, the Halloween Highway series was a line of Halloween-themed 2-pack release between 2002 and 2004. This one in particular also came with Evil Twin, but anyway. This release is using an enamel black metal body with unpainted metal base, dark tinted window, chrome interior piece with gray skeleton grille, and chrome 5 SP wheel. And now for the tempo. On the top you can see this really nice vampire tempo. On a site, there's a text read, Drac Racer with skull in the middle. Behind it, you can see this thing. I forgot what this thing is actually called, but I'm just gonna call it the Time Relic. Anyway, on the right side, you can see a tribal flame with the Time Relic, or I hope that's what it is, because I cannot see it due to the exhaust blocking it. You can also see 2 bat on the back. On the left side, you can see a tribal, a time relic with a skull, and a jack-o'-lantern with a Hot Wheel logo. And now for my final thought. I love that all of the tempo is in gray, and I absolutely love the color scheme of this release, and also shout out to whoever designed the packaging. I want to hang this in my wall. A solid S for this one. This is a 2003 Tiki Blasters 5-pack Rigor motor. One interesting facts about this release are, if you pay attention to every single release up to this point, all of them are released very close to each other. Basically every single releases of Rigor motor is a yearly release until 2003. Anyway, this release is using a metal flake olive green with metal flake red base, red tinted window, chrome interior piece with black skeleton grille, and chrome red 5SP wheel. Now the tempo. On the top, you can see a red, white, black and yellow Tiki face deco, and the site was painted black, and you can also see a Tiki face, and a weird looking thing, that I have no idea what is supposed to be, and this thing, that looked like a Hot Wheel logo, and a hand. I have no idea what are these decos supposed to be, but I do know one thing, they are different in the other side. And now for my final thought. Sometime the wheel is what make or break a Hot Wheel car in my opinion. If this release is using a chrome 5SP wheel, it will be AB tier, but I absolutely love the chrome red 5SP wheel, and the color scheme. It looked like gold but it's actually a green, a olive green. Yes, I know there are too many release on A, but how can I blame you? There's a lot of good releases for this car. They just can't mess this car up. Or, can they? After that, Rigor motor would take a break for 2 years, and in 2005, Rigor motor returned in the mainline with a pretty solid release. But anyway, this is a 2005 mainline Rigor motor. This release is using an enamel black metal body with unpainted metal base, red tinted window, chrome interior piece with white skeleton grille, and chrome 5SP wheel. Now the tempo. Keep it simple but not too simple. On the top you can see blue and white flame that go all the way from the back canopy. Behind the engine, you can also see a red skull with white outline. And now for my final thought. Red, white and blue, this is Race Groove's favorite release. Joking aside, this is a pretty awesome release. I love the red window tint and the tempo. I wish the skeleton grille is red, but beside that, this is a great release, a solid A for this one. This is a 2006 Highway Horror Series Rigor motor. This release is number 5 out of 5 in the series, is using a metallic magenta metal body with enamel orange metal base, orange tinted window, chrome gold interior piece with orange skeleton grille, and gold chrome 5SP wheel. Is it me or I'm seeing a pattern here? Now the tempo. On the top, you can see this demon-looking creature that even the wiki have no idea what it was. On the site you can see this red and yellow symbol. Again the wiki have no idea what it was. On a site back, you can see more deco that I cannot identify. But anyway, on a front side, you can see a yellow and red text read, Petronomicon. And now for my final thought. This is a pretty solid Halloween release with a pretty solid color scheme, a solid A for this one, but man they just don't make it like it used to. Like where's the pentagram in my Hot Wheel track, where's the satanic imagery in my Hot Wheel car, and more importantly, where's the Confederate flag in my Dixie Challenger? Like, how dare they remove blatant racism in my Hot Wheels car?
Where's the Confederate flag on the Dixie Challenger?
I know, they just had to remove the racism from my Hot Wheels. Damn it!
According to the wiki, this next release is a Walmart exclusive. This is the 2006 Fright Cars Rigor motor. This release is using a metal flake gold metal body with satin black metal base, limo tinted window, chrome interior piece with black skeleton grille, and a chrome gold OH5 wheels. Now the tempo. On the top, you can see a white and black deco that look like a tier and tribal. I don't know, I can't tell. This is the only picture I can find on the internet. On a site you can see stuff that is too blurry to make out what it is. And now for my final thought. Absolutely love the color scheme. Yeah, I know there's too many stuff on A, but how can I blame you? Every single release up to this point are pretty fire. According to the wiki, this next release is also a Walmart exclusive. Rigor motor would take another 2 years break, and in 2008, to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Hot Wheel, Mattel released the 40 Years of Hot Wheels set. This set include 40 Hot Wheel casting, each representing the years that the casting came out. This set is kind of like the 30th anniversary set from earlier, but execute a little different. Instead of making the casting look like the original, they instead pays tribute to the original casting just with different color scheme. For example, the original Pontiac Fiero is in white, meanwhile the one from this set are red. The original Evil Twin is in purple, meanwhile the one from this set is in dark blue. And of course, how can we forget our main subject, Rigor motor? The original Rigor motor is in burgundy, meanwhile the one from this set is in metal flake light blue. Anyway, let's talk about this release. This release is using the already mentioned metal flake light blue, with unpainted metal base, clear window, chrome interior piece with white skeleton grille, and chrome 5 SP wheel. Now the tempo, keep it simple for one last time. On the back, you can see a silver Hot Wheel logo. And now for my final thought. This release is an improvement to the original one, but there is too many stuff on A, so I will put you on B instead. Hey, it's my video, I do whatever the hell I want. Besides, just because it in B, doesn't mean it's bad. Rigor Motors would take another 2 years break. Is it me or I'm keep seeing a goddamn pattern? Seriously, I'm seeing pattern all over the goddamn place.
Do you know how many government satellites are watching any citizen at any moment? No, 23. Do you know how many religious relics are kept at the Pentagon? No, I don't. 23. You see a pattern emerging here, man?
Anyway, this is a 2010. Oh wait, you can't see that. There you go. This is a 2010 mystery car Rigor motor. This release is using an enamel green metal body with metal flake gold base, dark purple tinted window, chrome gold interior piece with black skeleton grille, and chrome purple OH5. Now the tempo. On the top, you can see a black flame with white outline. On the site you can see a black and white text read, mystery, and a black Hot Wheel logo with white outline. Underneath it, you can see a black flame with white outline. And now for my final thought. This is a pretty nice release. I like the window tint and the purple wheel. Purple and green is a color scheme that works surprisingly well for whatever reason. It's like PB&J. In theory, it should taste horrible, but actually it tastes pretty good for whatever reason. Bro, just compare a Hot Wheel car to a food he never eat. A tier. This is a 2011 Target exclusive Halloween 5-pack Rigor motor. This release is using an enamel orange metal body with black metal base, dark purple tinted window, chrome green interior piece with black skeleton grille, and chrome blue PR5 wheels. Now the tempo. On the site you can see a blue, black and green tribal flame that's supposed to look like vine. Above it you can see more of those stuff. Also it's supposed to be blue, but due to the lighting it looked like purple, but anyway. And on the back, you can see a Hot Wheel logo and a jack-o'-lantern. And now for my final thought. This is a pretty solid release. Probably the best car in the 5-pack, but I'm not sure about the color. From this picture, it looked like purple, but it's supposed to be blue. Blue and orange, pretty unusual color combo if you ask me, but the green engine is properly the best part about this release. And also, PR5 wheels always look kind of weird with this casting, but hey, they make it work. Solid B for this one. You know, maybe I should get a job or something, then I can buy all of the Hot Wheel car I always wanted. I was thinking of cooking meth. Hey look, it's our first Hot Wheel Premium in the series, and we started really strong with this one, but anyway. This is a 2012 HW Boulevard Show Rods Rigor motor. This release is using a metal flake red body, with actual painted black top, unpainted metal base, red tinted window, chrome interior piece with yellow skeleton grille, and chrome RR5 SP wheel with red line. Now the tempo. This is the only up-close picture I can found for this release. If I got anything wrong, that's the reason why. Anyway, on the site you can see a gold and black line that go across the site. Also on the side you can see a 2 gold deco on the coffin handle. And now for my final thought. Absolute masterpiece. I love the tempo. The only thing I don't like about this release are the yellow skeleton grille. It will be much better if it was black or white, but because the skeleton grille was removable, I can just replace it with the black one. S tier. It's absolute criminal that there is no picture of this car outside of the pack, but you know what, also absolute criminal? The Hot Wheel Boulevard line has been running for 12 years. In the 12 years, they never released the Boulevard Bruiser in the line. A muscle car, with the Boulevard on its name, was never released in the Boulevard line. You need to tell me that they were rather make the Mercedes that kill Han in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, rather than releasing the Boulevard Bruiser in a Boulevard line.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Metaphorically, not literally. This is the 2013 Kroger exclusive Happy Halloween Rigor motor. This release is number 1 out of 5 in a series, is using a pearl pink with painted black top, unpainted metal base, magenta tinted window, chrome interior piece with white skeleton grille, and black OH5 wheels with chrome line. Now the tempo. On the top you can see a white spider web with a jack-o'-lantern and a Hot Wheel logo. On the right side, you can see a black spider web with more spider web on the back. On the other side, you can see a white skeleton hand, poking through the coffin. And now for my final thought. I love the color scheme. Pink and black is a underrated color combo. And the magenta tinted window, it's just a cherry on top. The only thing I don't like about this release are the wheel, specifically the chrome outline. Never like when Hot Wheel did this. I probably already told you this earlier. In my honest opinion, the wheels is what make or break a Hot Wheel car. Most of my Hot Wheel car will benefit from this. What? Did they do this to save money? Or they did this because they want to replicate a two-tone wheel scene on real car? Sure, you can just take a silver marker and just color it yourself, but that's Mattel job. But anyway, enough for that. iGift has released a solid A tier. According to the wiki, in 2014, changes to the casting were apparently made, but there are no noticeable differences. What are these little changes anyway? I can't seem to find anything about it, so if you know anything, please tell me in the comment. But anyway, this is a 2014 HW City Fright Cars Rigor motor. This release is using a metal flake red body with unpainted metal base, light dark tinted window, chrome gold interior piece with black skeleton grille, and chrome gold 5 SP wheel. Now the tempo. On the top you can see a flame in the shape of a skull. Right next to it is a text read, Rigor motor, along with a Hot Wheel logo. On the site you can see more flame. And now for my final thought. Pretty solid release. I like the flame and the gold, A tier. Meet the last release that using the original tooling. This is a 2014 Kroger exclusive Happy Halloween Rigor motor. This release is number 4 out of 5 in a series, is using a metal flake black body with unpainted metal base, dark green tinted window, gold interior piece with white skeleton grille, and green OH5 wheel with black rim. And now for the tempo. On the top you can see a white stripe with green paint splatter, and Hot Wheel jack-o'-lantern logo. On the site you can see a white text read, Halloween 2014. On the site, you can also see a stripe with green paint splatter, and a number 14 in black with white outline. And now for my final thought. I like the color scheme. I wish the interior piece is silver instead. And the wheel, I wish the color of the wheel is inverted. That is something most modern Hot Wheel car could benefit on, but still a pretty solid release nonetheless, B tier. In 2017, the casting got a major retools. Let's start off with the base. The new one is less detail because over time they have to put as many information as possible, and that's why the base of the new model from 2024 and after look like this. But to give credit where credit's due, at least they put the name of the casting in the base, unlike the original one. I hate when they do this. But anyway, on the top, the window canopy is a little smaller than the original one. The front is where most of the changes was made. The top of the engine is less pointier than the original one. The new one no longer have the skeleton grille, but they instead add this skull in the front of the engine. I didn't even notice this until now. And also the fuel tank and the bat is now cast into the body. This was made because back then, the casting was put together by hand, but nowadays the casting was put together by a machine to cut costs on labor. Here's a footage of the car being disassembled but in reverse, to give you an idea of how they put this car together back in the day. And now for my thought on the changes. I see worst, but this is pretty alright. I think they better off just discontinue and stop making this casting, because something just better off left in the past, and my job will be much easier and this video will be shorter. But those are just my opinion. What are yours? Except for you, Twin Mill 2. I love you. I would love to see your return in the future, and please put your quantum annihilator down. But hey, if they go out of their way to do this, that mean that Mattel think that this casting is still worth being made to this day. This is a 2017 Fright Cars Rigor motor. This release is number 1 out of 5 in a series, is using a metal flake dark blue with gray plastic base, clear window, chrome interior piece, and beige PR5 wheel with black rim. Now the tempo. On the top you can see a skull deco. Right next to it, you can see a white Hot Wheel logo and the text read, Rigor motor. Underneath it, you can also see this black tear flame with a white and gray stripe looking thing that look like a bone, I guess. Before I talk about my final thought, there is 3 color variation of this release. This is the other one. This one is using a satin red metal body with black plastic base, and gray PR5 wheel with black rim. And now for my final thought. This is a pretty alright release, not the worst thing in the world but not the best thing in the world, it's just pretty alright. Maybe I would put both of this release in A, if the color of the wheel is inverted, C for both of them. Finally it take you 20 years to put something in C. Hey, remember when I says, there is 3 variation of this release? Yeah, this is a third one. This one is only release in the multi-pack. What multi-pack? This multi-pack that included a random car from the main line with couple of exclusive recolor sprinkle in. I mean really random and unorganized, like you have more chances of finding a super treasure hunt than finding some of these exclusive multi-pack car in the store back when they first came out. More on that later. But anyway, this release is using a light green metal body, black plastic base, green tinted window, chrome interior piece, and OH5 with white outline. And now for my final thought. Not a big fan of this one. This release feels more like an afterthought. So the way this multi-pack works is, they take a car from the main line, put it in a big box, sprinkle in couple of recolor that also reuse the same tempo from the main line like this Rigor motor, and also included a exclusive car that was usually highlighted in red in a box, like this Honda CRX over here that looked very familiar. I can't get my head where I first saw this from. But anyway, that's the reason why I think this release feels like an afterthought. It's not bad, it's just could be better. D tier. This is A. Oops, sorry. Not again. There we go. This is a 2018 Mystery Model Series 4 Rigor motor. This release is number 11 out of 12 in a series, is using an enamel yellow metal body with black plastic base, orange tinted window, chrome interior piece, and OH5 wheel with orange outline. Now the tempo. On the top, you can see a orange flame. On top of it you can see a bat and a number 77, or I hopes it's a number, I can't tell from this blurry picture. Right next to it, you can see a stripe with a text read, Mega Bat, and a Hot Wheel logo. On a site you can see this black and orange stripe. What is it supposed to be? I don't know, at least it looked cool. And now for my final thought. Putting my bias to the casting change aside, this is a pretty nice release. The color scheme is pretty nice. The wheel, I don't like the wheel, but I see where those guys are going with it. It's a pretty nice release, B tier. But you know it isn't nice. This pictures is super blurry, despite me getting this picture from the official Mattel Creations website. This is a 2019 Happy Halloween Rigor motor. This release is number 1 out of 6 in a series, is using an enamel purple metal body with black plastic base, light blue tinted window, chrome interior piece, and blue OH5 wheels with black rim. Now the tempo. On the top you can see a gray crossbone inside of the glow in the dark green line. And no, the tempo does not glow in the dark. I call it that because I have no idea what color that was. You can also see a number 19 and a Hot Wheel jack-o'-lantern logo with that same green color. Before we talk about my final thought, this release is playable in Hot Wheel Unleash, added into Thanksgiving Pack DLC, and let's talk about my final thought. It's a pretty nice release. I like the purple, but I wish the color of the wheel is other way around. But other than that, why the hell is this entry take an entire day to make? Bad mood, I guess. B tier. This is a 2021 HWR Cars Rigor motor. This release is number 1 out of 10 in a series, is using a flat black metal body with pink plastic base, green tinted window, chrome interior piece, and dark purple skull wheel with yellow rim. Now the tempo. On the top, you can see this very nice Day of the Dead tempo with the skull and a letter I. I wish Oscar is here. I wonder what I stand for. Anyway, right next to it, you can see the yellow text read, HWR Cars, and a Hot Wheel logo. On the site you can see 6 flower. Now if you know anything about the modern day releases of this casting, you know that there is 2 versions of this casting. I start with the second one because that's the one I own, and the second one have more thing to talk about. Talking about the other one, here's the other one. This release is using a flat black metal body with gray plastic base, clear window, chrome interior piece, and white skull wheel with black rim. Now the tempo, basically the second one but all of the tempo is in gray. And now for my final thought. If this was released today, it would probably be in the Celebration Racer series, but anyway, putting my bias to the casting change aside. This is a really nice release. I love the Day of the Dead theme of this release. I don't like that a second one have this green window tint. I guess they ran out of white clear plastic. Anyway, both is good, A tier. This is a 2022 HW Expose Engine 5-pack Rigor motor. Quite an interesting concept for a 5-pack. Anyway, this release is using a purple metal body with green plastic base, pink tinted window, chrome interior piece, and DD8 wheel with green chrome outline. Now the tempo. On the top, you can see a white spider web with pink spider on it. On the site you can also see a pink Hot Wheel logo, and a yellow text read, Rigor motor. And now for my final thought. Quite an interesting color scheme, and window tint. I don't like this deep dish wheel. It looked kind of ugly in every single casting that used this wheel, even on a casting that makes sense like Total Disposal. God, I love this casting. Anything else would look so much better with it. But those are just my opinion. What do you guys think? But anyway, I give this release a C tier. As of October of 2025, this is the last releases of Rigor motor. This is a 2025 multi-pack exclusive Rigor motor. Yep, we are back to random unorganized multi-pack. You have more chances of finding a Hot Wheel premium chase than finding some of these exclusive multi-pack car in the store back when they first came out. Anyway, this release is using an enamel green metal body with orange plastic base, orange tinted window, chrome interior piece, and DD8 wheels with chrome outline. Now the tempo. On the top, you can see a white spider web with orange spider on it. On the site you can also see a orange Hot Wheel logo, and a white text read, Rigor motor. And now for my final thought. Man, I feel like I already saw this somewhere. I can't get my head where I first saw this from. But anyway, quite an interesting color scheme. An army green and orange. Not that bad if I say so. Maybe an army green and black would be much better, but this is fine. The orange window tint is a bit too much. I guess they ran out of clear window tint again. I give this release a C tier. When it comes to Rigor motor appearing in other Hot Wheel toy line, the only one I can find are this little guy from the Hot Wheel micro vehicle toy line. In 1996 Mattel introduced a toy line called the Hot Wheel Micro Vehicle. This line is supposed to be a replacement to the Micro Hot Wheel toy line. Obviously Mattel created this toy line to compete with Micro Machine. But enough rambling, let's just talk about the toy itself. There is 20 sets make for this line. One of them is the Crazy Classic, that included the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, Sharkcruiser, and our main subject, Rigor motor. One thing you need to know about this line are, every car has a hook where you can connect the car together. If you buy 2 sets you can create a snake, which is a pretty interesting and fun play gimmick. Now when it comes to the appearance of the car. This release has a red body, silver engine and exhaust, white skeleton grille and black bat, unpainted metal base, and this tree spoke wheel that resemble SV wheel. And now for my final thought. This is a type of toy that I would absolutely love to own as a kid. S tier. I love making this type of video, I sometimes learn a lot of things about a Hot Wheel car that I already know. I hope the next Halloween special is planted, because for those of you that don't know, I was making a completely different video, and then I look at the time and I was like, oh no, Halloween is in the next 5 days. I need to quickly make a Halloween video, because every time I make a video like this, I always make it earlier and then private the video until the date came out, like my last video. And also the script for this video doesn't take as long to make for some reason, despite having double of the amount of car than the previous 2 video. And how did I do it? I don't know, good mood I guess, and maybe I just need to push myself to do it. But anyway, that's it for all. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to. What is trippy for you? For me, it is motivation to make more video like this, but no pressure. But anyway, have fun. Stay wholesome, and remember.
Almost time for Halloween! Don't come to my house or else I'll suck your dick! Blood! I'll suck your blood!